silence signals and selective blindness. What is really going on with Engin Akyürek? Hello everyone, hope you are all doing well. Well, like every sincere Engin Akyürek fan, we're all waiting for something. A hint of a new project, a commercial, a public appearance, a new book, translations of his previous works in some more other languages. Anything that tells us that life, art, and creativity are still moving forward. But ever since 𝙑𝙑 Topraklar ended, an unsettling silence has settled in. Well, the rest of the cast moved on swiftly, jumping into new projects, staying visible, staying relevant. Engin, however, chose a different path, quite distant, almost meditative. Yes, he occasionally shared melancholic evening photos paired with his favorite singers and bands, but that is about it. Then came a small yet powerful gesture. A few days ago, Engin Akyürek changed his gram profile picture, quietly telling his fans, "I'm still here." But why that picture? An old photograph from the time of 𝙒𝙑 taken during an interview photo shoot with 𝙒𝙑. Naturally, speculation ignited. Is this a subtle signal of a future collaboration with the same team? Or is Engin simply revisiting memories of a time when cinema, events, and meaningful conversations still held space for depth? While that period included several public appearances together, including the market conference held from December 12 to 13, where Engin and 𝙒𝙑 were invited as speakers. The film itself, a remake of a Greek movie with a Turkish twist, failed to resonate strongly with Turkish audiences, perhaps because its theme demanded emotional and intellectual engagement rather than instant gratification. Ironically, international audiences understood it perfectly. They understand Engin. They value his choices, his silences, his risks, and they appreciate art without demanding noise. Now the question remains, is Engin preparing a surprise for his fans, or is this stillness intentional? On the other hand, the Tuba Büyüküstün twin daughters are spending time with their father and his wife, as they do every year, celebrating their younger brother's birthday, followed by holidays and then their own birthdays, before returning to their mother. Last year it was Rome, this year Paris. Life moves on. Tuba too resurfaced just before the year's end, sharing memories with fans in December 2025. After finishing Sultana, she had disappeared from her gram account for a while. While following Tidras, she chose a festival film, a decision that comes almost exactly 10 years after her last choice. The film will first screen at international festivals next year, and only later might find its way to cinemas or digital platform. Now, let's address the real issue: ingratitude and bias in Turkish media. Print media, TV, digital platforms, social media, everyone seems united in one mission: downgrading Engin Akyürek whenever possible. Take the 𝙿𝙗𝙗 Awards 2025 nominations. Engin Akyürek's internationally acclaimed series is nominated for Best Digital Series. 𝙒𝙗 Enver is nominated for Best Actress, but Engin not nominated for Best Actor. Instead, artists who barely appeared on screens this year made the list. Absurd. Absolutely. Well, this is the same year Engin Akyürek delivered 𝙿𝙗𝙗 Enfes Bir Akşam with 𝙒𝙗 Enver and the miniseries İstanbul My Love with Afra Saraçoğlu. projects that gained a strong international attention and appreciation. Yet Engin Akyürek's name is missing from every acting category. To add insult to injury, Shell Turkey, where Engin Akyürek serves as brand ambassador, is nominated among the most admired companies of the year. The brand gets recognition, but the artist representing it doesn't. Even Tuba Büyüküstün's name appears only once, and that too indirectly, for 𝙒𝙩, nominated for Best Film Screenplay. And yet, reality refuses to be ignored. 𝙒𝙩, starring Vérifiez and Tuba Büyüküstün, became available on Amazon Prime Middle East on December 15, and on its very first day, it entered the top 10 in the Middle East North African region. Middle Eastern audiences embraced it wholeheartedly. Vérifiez and Tuba clearly made an impact where appreciation still exists. Meanwhile, Turkish audiences continue rejecting their own artists over and over again. The question is no longer about talent, it's about vision, and perhaps about the fear of artists who refuse to fit into convenient boxes. While Engin Akyürek doesn't chase noise, he lets silence speak. And history has shown silence, when chosen wisely, is louder than applause. What are your 2 cents about it? You can share your thoughts in the comment section.